Now here's a thought. A good skipper of a yacht is obsessed with the weather, and a good motorcyclist is obsessed with his tyres. I think so. Hi, how you doing? Kevin here, KJ's Moto in sunny Perth. Well, a week of rain actually. It is winter though. And the 2007 ZX6R has now got new tyres. It's only been 11 years. Just been parked up for 9 years, and I got new tyres fitted. And what did I go for? I've gone for the new S23 Bridgestone tyres. They're a sports tyre with some track day ability. They even give in their chart for tyre pressures. The S23 is listed for track days, and then they go up to their more track focused tyres. So it suits me, my level of skills. I've got great use out of the S22s. I ran them on the Hayabusa on the track for 10 track days in a row. Went through 2 rear tyres, 1 front tyre. 3 years of Wednesday night drag racing on the 190/50 S22, running about 36 psi on the rear. Traction was excellent, would only slip if the track was no good. So they're now the latest S23s are now on the TLR. Still having a few dramas with the TLR, so I'm not doing any track days with that or anything at the moment, just trying to sort out the bugs in it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's getting there now. We had a week of rain, so I haven't been able to get out on the road to try with the quick shifter and stuff. And now the ZX6R, new tyres. In 11 years, that's crazy, isn't it? Oh well, a bit of a time bubble in here sometimes, I think. All these old bikes. Anyway, that's another story. One day I'll get a new bike. Now with the S22s on the track, the only problem I would run into was when my pace was getting better and better, was the back tyre would start to be slimy, greasy, and sort of not hooking up the way you would at the beginning of the run. About 15-minute sessions, 10 to 15-minute sessions. But I wasn't running tyre warmers, so that's a disadvantage for the tyre. I'd have to do like 2 laps to get the temperatures up in the tyres, and I was actually making a mistake where I hadn't read the charts and I was running the rear tyre a little bit hard than what they recommended. They recommend 26 psi cold for the rear and 30 for the front, and I had 30 in the front, but I was a little bit more like 30-30 or 28-30. So it's a little bit unfair to say that the tyre couldn't cope because I wasn't getting the best setup for it. Going out with the tyres cold straight up, you know, you'd have to do 2 laps to get the tyres up. You can, you know, when you go out for the first lap, the tyres feel flat, just absolutely flat. But within those 2 laps, the temperatures go up, the pressures go up, and the feeling is really good. And the front tyre never gave me any trouble whatsoever. 100% confidence in the front tyre, and the back tyre was, like I said, just starting to walk around a bit. But in 10 minutes, my front brakes had gone. Brake fade on the Hayabusa in 10 minutes. Brake pads and boiling fluid. I went through all those problems, but I'm now got to step up in brake pad material, because even though I fixed the boiling fluid problems, it's brakes, pads, materials time. But the little ZX6R, it's a great little thing. Rear tyres are 180/55, the same front tyres. and we'll go for about 36 cold pressures for the road, and track pressures will go down to 26 on the back, 30 on the front, and we'll give that a go like that. It's a little ZX6R, it's a little ripper. Now the only downside is where I live basically. Western Australia is a big state, and it's rather flat, the roads are extremely straight, and we don't have any sort of canyons or mountains, anything like that. The mountains are over on the east coast. But Western Australia, we've got basically hills, and you flatten out the back tyre fairly quickly. Well, sure, we have twisties through the hills, and then down south. The state is beautiful down south, but you still got to do a lot of kilometres to get there, and you square off the back tyre fairly easy. I know that they have a dual compound, you know, the harder compound in the middle, but you still get the squaring off. I really like the Pirellis. And then before that was Michelin's. I never gelled with the Michelin's. I always go to the same tyre shop. They're fantastic people. And this time they were supplied and fitted. I just rode the bike in and they changed the lot. Usually with the drag setup or the track days, I just take the wheels in and they change them, and I put them on myself. But this time, because I didn't have the right tool for the front wheel to take the wheel off, I needed a 22mm socket type of thing. I just took it into there. With the Hayabusa there, you use a 24mm for the front axle, but for the ZX6R I needed a 22. And I didn't have a very good stand for it either. This stand here is no good to get the axle out because it's right in line with the axle, so that's a fail. It's no good there. But the other type of stand is what I have, this type, and it really precarious. It really likes to, the front forks like to slip off this. Works all right that way, but then you can't get the axle across either. So there's a third type of front stand. They're like, I've got an angle on them, and it pegs into the bottom of the fork there, and I don't have that stand, so I just decided to ride in. Price, 660 Australian dollars fitted, and they said the basic the other tyres are around about the same price. That mightn't mean much to you guys over in the States or the UK or somewhere, but 660 front and rear for a 180 on the back, not a 190. I do have a 200 Pirelli over there as well, but that's another story. So there you go. We'll get this running. We'll get these out on the streets with new tyres. I'm looking forward to it. Catch us later.